Let's have a look at now multiplication of matrices. The thing to know is that you can multiply even more than two matrices. It's just that here we're showing example of two. So you have A here, and then you have B there. Now, remember this is the order. So this is m by n, then this is n by p. Okay, so here what we are interested in is this term. This term is a term that we form from a combination of terms here. I'll show you just now. So what we do is we use one row here and one column here to create one term. And that is what is crucial. Okay. So I'm going to repeat this again. I'm going to say we are going to use a row here and then a column there to create one term. Okay. And we say that the most important thing is to ensure that whatever you're multiplying, the columns on this one, the columns on this one here are equal to the columns on the rows on this one here. So the columns are these ones. These are the columns. Okay. They have to be the same number as these ones. Otherwise, we can't multiply. So that's a prerequisite, something that we need to know. So you see that we form this term from a combination of a row in A and a column in B. So you have a row here, you have a column there. So this direction we have to know it. We go here, go there, then we create one term. Okay, so let's see how we do this. So we're saying one row here, one column there. So I'm going to start. And remember, this is summation sign, meaning that we're going to multiply 2, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. So 2 times, then you add them. So we start with 1 times 3. It's going to be 3. Negative 2 times negative 3. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. So plus minus 1 becomes minus. Then 0 times 3, it gives us 0. So again, what was that movement? Let's take our time and learn this properly. So we have this one, then we have that one, then we have this one. I know that we want short videos, but knowledge is not like that. It needs patience. Okay, so there, then we come here, and then we come there. That's our general flow. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. The next one is, so we form this term here. Remember, we have to do it on all columns before we proceed of B. So this one row works on all the columns here to create a row here. So now let's go to this one again. 1 times 0, we get 0. And then 1 time, and then we get 2 here. Negative 2 times 2, we get minus 4. We have to be very careful with the signs. Then 0 times 4, we get 4. We get 0. Okay. So I know I can close this because it won't be beyond that. So now I need to create this row here. So I always want to think in terms of I create my rows from here, then I create my positions from there. So you can think of it whichever way you want, but as long as it makes it easier for you. So this is 24. Okay, I'm starting with this row here, 24. Then this one will give me 0. Then this one will give me minus 3. Okay, I have to complete my row here. Okay, so I need to go to this column. So it's 8 times 0. That's 0 there. I get a 0. I get 0 times 2. I get a 0. Remember, we are summating here. Okay. Then 1 by 4, we get a 4. All right. And then we have here, we have minus 2 times 3. So we now we're getting for this row here. Okay, think of them like you have this, then it's creating rows here. Okay, but it's creating using the columns. Okay, so this one will be 2 times minus 3, which is negative 6. Then we have 4 times 1, which is plus 4. Then we have 6 times minus 3, which is minus 18. Then again, back to our row here, but changing columns. So we have 0. And then we have 8. Okay, so I'm saying 2 times this one here. And then 4 will have to come here, which is 8. And then 6 will have to multiply with this one, which is plus 24. Right, so now we've done that carefully, the addition is easier. So I have position 1, which is 1. Then I go and look at this one, which is 21. I go and look at this one, this is minus 24 plus 4, which is 20. Then I create this column here. This is minus 4. Then this is 4. And then this is 32. So always just know where the most difficult work is. And I feel like the most difficult work here is you creating this set. Adding is very easy. And now, a concept that we need to remember is that, yes, you can have AB, which is a product. But remember, because it's so restricted to the columns and the rows that you create, these two cannot be equal. It's a special case only when you're multiplying maybe with an identity or something like that. But just remember, if you flip this, if I took B and put it this side, and I take this one and put it the other side, we'll not get the same answer. Okay, so this is very important to take note of. So thank you for following and all the best.